Good morning. Welcome back to the farm here. So sorry for no video yesterday. We had some stuff come up with some family things and I wasn't here most of the day. I wasn't sure I was gonna be here today, but we are. So we're gonna try and work on this combine a little bit. I'm also filming a plot and yield review video for you. I'm in the middle of probably coming tomorrow for that one. We'll talk more about that later, but we're gonna do some more work on this combine. We're not gonna get done today, but it is what it is. So I wanna try and get concaves put back in. That's my goal. So we got to go through these, do a little bit more repair work on a couple of them, and then we'll get to putting them back in the combine. Show you what I'm doing. So these are our Condex KX7 concaves. I really like the job that they do. We've already gone through on our max thresh ones here, replaced a couple of boxes that were bent and got these in good shape. I've got another one on the other side of the shop that's also in good shape. And we're gonna put 3 of them in the front for wheat harvest. And then we switch to this round bar style, and we're gonna go through these and change a few that are bad. I'll show you kind of what the differences are and what some of them look like here as we go. But see this one here, how much that is sunken down from the frame versus this one. That I don't like. And so we're going to take this one out. We got a new one here we're going to put in. They have a new updated style. It's not really new anymore. We've had these for a couple of years, but when we bought them, they were this original. Let me take it out and I'll show you. All right, so I took 2 of them out of there that were bent. And you can see, looking at the edge here, how the ears are different. And this one is so much thicker and more stronger. Yeah. So that's the improvement to the styling. The other thing is, like, those are round bars, right? They're very round bars. Well, those are no longer round bars. They have definitely got some wear to them. Doesn't mean they're bad and that they don't work. Just means they've got some wear to them. And given that those are bent, we're just gonna go ahead and swap them out. So we'll put the new one in here. Oh, it's got to come in from the back side. That's one of the advantages to this style of concave here with these individual boxes, is that I can change them like this and spend $85 on a new box instead of $1,000 on a whole new concave or more. What's going on there? And so I do like that. Now, I only have 1 of those new boxes. However, I actually have extras of these because, yeah, just because of the way that we have done things in the past and how we're changing things. I have all 4 of these round bars plus another one on the other side of the shop. And I only need, at most I need 3 to go back into because we're going to go 3 max thrash, and then we go through with round bars for right now, but we'll need another on the round ones for in the fall when we do corn and beans. But I am going to put one of the original factory round bars in the back, because I never change the round bar style in the back of the rotor, the back of the concave section. And so by putting one of the deer ones in there, we can just leave it in there, and then it gives me 2 more of these as spares. But I can go through and, like, this is a good box. It's a good box that has already been replaced because it's got the new style on it. So is this one. I can take those out, make up 2 or 3 good ones, and then we'll just have some extra frames, and I won't worry about it for right now. So I took all the good boxes out of one of these frames, and they got more wear on them than I realized, I guess. I mean, I say good ones because they're the new style with the thicker tabs, but whoo, those got a lot of wear. They're far from round. I think they're okay. And we may reverse direction a little bit, flip these around so that it wears this opposite side. But yeah, I'm a little surprised by how much there is on those. All right. All right, well, I got this put in. These are all the new style. I'm a little, yeah, that new one sticks up a lot farther than these other ones do. Might be a little difficult to get that adjusted correctly now. I don't know about that. Maybe I should have got more of those and replaced all of them in one. I think we're going to put it in and run it and probably not notice any difference, but might need some attention in the future. All right, let's make sure we got another one that's all good ones, and we'll go get our round bar. All right, those two are good. Those two are good. That should be all we really need. No, it's not going to be what we need. We'll figure that out anyway. I'm going to go out and I'll show you what the other component that we're missing yet and that we're going to put in there is. Here is what we need. So these are our old stock John Deere concaves. We got the small wires that we used to use for wheat and these large round bars that are actually brand new. They came in the combine brand new. Never used one of them. We took them out before we ever went to the field and put our convex in because I really like those. So, but we're going to take one of these and put it in now in place of two of those round bars because they're essentially the same thing. Oh, man. All right. This one is heavy, which is the disadvantage to these. Way heavier than the half-width ones. But you can see we've got basically those same round bar configuration as what these two do. Now, these are on a slight angle, and but basically they're the same thing. So that's why, since with the convex ones, I never change the back two, really the back three of the half widths. I never take those out. So I figure I can leave this one in there just as easy as I can do those and without having to buy a bunch of parts to replace them because I have these and they're brand new. All right, let's see if you can struggle. Watch me struggle to get this thing up in here. It's a two-person job, but I only have one, so we'll get it. This one's gonna go all the way in the back. Oh, I gotta shift that. There we go. Oh, that's not good. Come on. There we go. Okay, that wasn't horrible. I think I got it. We gotta get it slid to the back, but I think I got it in. I need to go look at the other side and see if we got it in the rail. Nope, it's up too high, so this should be below this bar. It kind of latches on there, so we gotta pull it back and, we'll see. Like that, I think. Yep, like that. Now there's a latch pin that goes in here and holds it on there, but we're gonna wait until we get our other ones in. Now we can put the half width ones in. They're much easier. All right, so we got our one round bar and two of the max thrash ones in there. And we need to go get the third one from the other side. There. Okay. Now we gotta put our new Z-bar, or new improved Z-bar on there, which is that piece that had that worn out strip, the bolt heads that we put this piece on. That's what bolts to those. All right, well, there's that piece in there. So now we can tighten all those bolts up, and then we've got to get these pins through here, but these arms are attached to this shaft that rotates and it drops them down. That's how you adjust the opening of the concave, and we need to open that up to get them to get at least closer to lined up so we can get those pins in there. That's all controlled with this electric motor, which is done through the controls on the screen in the cab. So I have to go up there and tell that to open the concaves all the way and drop those arms down, and then we should be able to get the pins in there, but we gotta tighten everything up first. I suppose before I start trying to lift those up, I should make sure I got this side here secured. So the convex ones just have this wedge that fits up in there, and then the safety pin holds it in place, like those. The Deere ones have a little different style. They got this kind of spacer block that fits like that. No. Yeah, like that. But you got to take this and get it caught up in that little wedge up there, and then take this and like that. And then the clip goes underneath like that. Ish. Push it in a little farther. Like that. I don't know. 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Alright, here we push this button, and then we open that all the way up to 53 apparently. And that drops those arms. You can hear the motor turning. Very slowly. They move very, very slowly. But when that stops, then we should be able to get them in there. There. Okay. Got all that done. Now, the concaves are technically installed and probably fine. However, we should do a concave leveling procedure. Oh, actually, there's a couple bolts I got to put in yet. So I put these ones through the side. There's some underneath that go in there that I can't reach right now. So we got to close it. But we should do a concave, did I say concrete? I meant concave. Leveling procedure where essentially we close this all the way and then adjust these nuts and the threads on those rods to make it so that it doesn't hit the threshing elements, but is as close as possible to not hitting the threshing elements. So we're gonna go up and close them all the way. We can spin that rotor by hand a little bit. Might have to take one of those back separator grates off and just see how far off it seems to be. But it's probably not bad. When you take them out and change them, especially putting new concaves in and stuff, we should probably do that procedure though. All right, well, I got everything tightened up, those side bolts and everything. Just looking at this, we're closed all the way. The display on the monitor says 0 for concave clearance. However, we are not even close to touching our stops here. So either these are way out of adjustment and have never been changed because, well, there's paint on all the threads, or we're hitting the rotor already because our new concaves are thicker or something. But I would say at this point it's fairly likely we need to do our leveling procedure and adjust all of that. So it's noon. I'm gonna go grab some lunch. We'll come back and work on that. Just got back from lunch. Actually, I didn't just get back from lunch. That's a lie. I lied to you. I got back from lunch and then I finished filming my trials and results video that you will see tomorrow. So we're gonna post this one today, which is tomorrow. We'll work on this one today, and then we'll have the next one on deck ready for tomorrow. It'll be Sunday morning. I started filming it yesterday, the day after Christmas. I didn't have a chance to finish it, and so we finished it today, but now it's going to fall behind today's video of doing concave stuff. So anyway, we got some concave leveling procedures to do, so let's get to it. I'm going to get the book and refresh my memory on how to do this. Okay, so here is what we have to do. So we've got this adjustment on these bolts here that will raise and lower the concave, and we want to get it as tight as possible without it actually touching. So the first thing we have to do is loosen up this jam nut, and they don't make these super accessible. This one's not too bad. The other one on the top is very difficult. But so we got that loose. Now it says to back it off 5 turns, which who knows how much 5 turns is. We'll just go something, you know, like that, out of the way. Now we'll do the front one. This is difficult. Okay, so we opened up the back here of our rotor because it wants me to spin this, and it says counterclockwise. Now I'm assuming that says you're looking forward, so that would be backwards, so the way that it normally spins. And when we do that, there's a sticker or a piece of tape or something that's ticking in here. You can hear it. But essentially we need to spin that like that and then tighten up the nut that you can't even get my phone in there to see it. Let me see here. It's up there. That one. Now don't look at that dirt. But I basically got to try and turn this while that's spinning until it starts ticking. So that's what I'm trying to do now. But I can't hardly get my wrench on it. And there's just so much stuff in the way. This belt's in the way from getting a good swing, so it's taking a little while. Ugh. I'm not sure this procedure's ever been done before. I don't know that I've done it on this combine. And it's pretty far out of adjustment for it to be done from the factory or from the dealer. I'm not real, yeah. We moved it a long ways, but I finally got there. All right. So I ended up having to back this bolt off because we ran out of adjustment there. And can you see up there? Can you see how far I had to move that? That nut, there's got to be every bit of a ½ inch, maybe a little bit more. Yeah. But when I turn this, right there, tick. Just starting to tick. So now, according to the book, we need to back that bolt off, the one in the front there that I've been turning to get it to tick. Back it off 3 complete turns. So I'm going to get a marker and I'm going to put a mark on one of the sides so that we can count them because it is very difficult to turn. And then we do this on the back half. And then we might have to do it again once we get them closer together. I don't remember, but yeah, we're getting there. The back one here is slightly easier, only because I can actually get a ratchet on it. And we've got it backed off. I mean, we're right on the edge of where it was ticking. Let me tighten it down a touch more, if I can get it. Nope, hold on. Right there. Okay. So now we need to back that one off 3 turns, which is a little harder to see with that socket on there, but we'll figure it out. After the first one gets backed off 3 times, let's see. Just rear eye bolt, top nut slowly until elements tick, concave while rotor is rotating counterclockwise, back off 3 complete turns. That's where we're at. Adjust front eye bolt, top nut A, which is there. Down slowly until elements tick concave. Back off slowly until the tick stops. As soon as tick has stopped, back off 1 complete turn and tighten top lock nut. Okay, so now we basically do the same thing again, except for instead of backing it off 3, we back it off 1 complete turn. Adjust rear eye bolt top nut until the tick, back off 1 turn. Tighten bottom front concave adjustment nut, hold front top eye bolt nut A with wrench, tighten front eye bolt bottom lock nut B. So that just brings the bottom ones up to lock them in place, and then we adjust the stops. Okay. Yep. So, same thing again. That front one is a real pain in the butt because of that gearbox mount and everything that's in the way there, and you just can't get to it. Back one's not so bad. I was able to get that ratchet on there, but I don't think I can get it on the front one. So, let's see what we can do here. Oh, stop spinning. Right there it is. There. Okay. And that is essentially the same spot where we had it before, where we got a ticking. I tightened it 3 turns since then. But we're going to back it off 1 turn. And then we're going to tighten that top jam nut and do the back. Oh my goodness. Okay. We finally got that done. I'm going to put our grate back in. We'll spin it 1 more time just to make sure. But now our separator, or our concaves, are leveled and they're adjusted properly, which they were not before. I bet we moved the front and back eye bolts a ½ inch each, which is a lot. That does, however, explain a few things, because I've always thought when we're running this combine that I have to run the concave tighter according to the number on the display than what most people recommend, or than what you would typically think of. Like, typically in corn you would run like 25 to 35 concave spacing, and I'm a lot of times running at 18 to 23, and I'm like, that seems really tight, but that's where the performance was, and that's where it was working. Yeah, it's because it was a ½ inch too wide open. ½ inch is 13 millimeter. Yeah, I mean, somewhere in that ballpark, right? 18 plus 13 would have been a 31 had it been adjusted properly. And yeah, okay. So We will need to recalibrate our display and make sure that everything is right there. Calibrate the concaves, which it just basically will open and close them all the way and kind of adjust the values based on that. But that should help. Should be a good thing. I probably should have done this a while ago. I guess it's something that I assumed that I didn't need to do with it being brand new when we first got it. And I have not taken all of the concaves out since then. This is the first time I've taken them all out, and then we've got a new one that we put in, so I felt like it probably needed to be done. I thought that would be something that would be done when I got it, but apparently not. All right, well, that should be good for our concaves. I could put those black covers back on, but I want to leave them off because it helps get light in there. We got to shove the concaves, not the concaves, the chaffer and sieve back in there, and you know, the more light you got, the better. So we'll go ahead and leave those out for right now. Oh, there is a shield right here we can put back in. Little cover. It is over there. That kind of goes in that back corner there, like that. It gives us a flat surface for that black cover to set up against. So that's what that one's for. Okay, good deal. That's a big chunk to get done there. So it doesn't feel like it doesn't look like I accomplished a lot today, but that's a big one. So these are our extras. Not really extras. Well, two of them are extra now. One of them will go in after wheat harvest, right? So this is the concave setup we're going to run for wheat. After wheat is done, we're going to pull number 2 and put a round bar in there, a half-width round bar. So that's what that one is for. So that's the only change we make in concaves between wheat and corn and beans. It's not one concave for all crops like some of them advertise, but it's pretty easy change and doesn't take much to do it. So, all right, guys, that's the end of this one. I'm going home. Thanks for watching today, and sorry for the lack of content here the last few days and stuff. You get it with the holidays and Christmas and everything else. So we will have a video for you tomorrow doing my plot reviews and field trial reviews and stuff. I'm sure it's plenty long. A lot of screenshots, screen capture stuff off the computer and video, whatever. You'll enjoy it if you enjoy that kind of stuff. How about that? So yeah, with that, have a great night. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Questions, comments, leave them down below. Oh, we are doing a little end of year countdown over on the Facebook page. Top 5 videos of the year. Today was the first one, so yeah, be on the second one by the time you see this tomorrow. So you can go check that out and see what the most viewed stuff was for the year. But I was looking at some of my statistics today. Over 3.1 million views on the YouTube channel in the last 12 months. So thank you guys for supporting me and watching and all that good stuff. And we'll see you guys in the morning.